Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready? Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready? Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready? Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready? Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready? Are you ready to get your fix? Are you ready to get your fix? With the Wicks here on this beautiful Thursday, December 23rd, 2021, and welcome to the show, and happy holidays. I got my Christmas sweater on. These lights, trust me, it was just for the beginning. I'm not keeping these on. I don't know how long. This battery can fucking last, okay? I haven't changed batteries since I got this, probably, I think 2 years ago or something like that. So, it is what it is, but, have to get in touchdown spirit. I mean, that's what it says. Probably can't read it because of all these fucking cool-ass lights that are just, going out and doing their thing, having fun. But, I thought, look, gotta be in the Christmas spirit. I got the sweatpants on, because you guys can't see the legs. So, trying to be as comfy as possible here during the holiday season. So today is going to actually be the last show of the week. We're not going to be doing Fantasy Football Friday like we usually do tomorrow, but that doesn't mean we're still not going to talk about some fantasy football stuff, okay, on the show. But there's quite a bit, not a lot to talk about today. We're really going to dive into tonight's matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tennessee Titans. And then we're going to jump on over to some fantasy football talk where I'm going to dive in to all three matchups. This is the last week of the regular season. Some people will for sure be in the playoffs. Others, a.k.a. myself, need to fucking win this week. So, we got to dive into that a little bit because it is week 16 this week. And then after that, we got to dive right over into mine, John, and Logan's, who are unable to be here with me today. Logan has COVID. He clears protocols on Monday, so T's and P's to him. Hopefully he's feeling better after this whole ordeal. From what it sounds like, he's doing just fine. I think smell and taste probably gone. I haven't really, been informed on that. Now, he'll be fine. I know that 100%. So, and John, he's, going to see the new Spider-Man. I'm kind of jealous of that. I haven't seen that, but I'll probably wait until it comes out. Probably Disney Plus, if I had to guess. It is Marvel, so they are not here with me today, so I will be giving theirs as well as my Week 16 game picks like we always do every single week. And as of right now, I am currently at like 92 and 50-something. John's at like 89 or something, and Logan is at like 68 and 75 or something like that. So we're doing pretty good throughout the entire season. We started at week 6, and we worked our way all the way up to right now. We'll continue to do it all the way through the playoffs, including the Super Bowl. We'll have to do that today as well. So let's get right to it. Are you ready to get your fix? So tonight we got a pretty decent matchup for the most part. I think we have the number 1 seed in the AFC. I think it's the AFC East, probably the AFC South if I had to guess. I can't really remember off the top of my head. The Tennessee Titans taking on the red-hot San Francisco 49ers. They're striking gold as we speak. They're on a win streak. They beat the Vikings. They won last week. This team is starting to climb the ladder and move their way up further in the playoff rankings. Now, if it is a little bit leggy, I have no idea why the fuck that actually is happening. For some odd fucking reason, decided, today, we're just gonna be a little leggy. So if it is, I apologize. It is what it is. All right, so tonight we have the 49ers going over to take on the Tennessee Titans there at Nissan Stadium, where the money line currently sits at minus 175 for the San Francisco 49ers and plus 150 for the Tennessee Titans. The spread now is currently in favor of the 49ers to win by 3.5 points. And I think that's a pretty decent spread right there. And the over-under is 45.5. Don't think this game's going to reach over 45 points. I think it's going to be a nitty-gritty type of, run the ball, pound it down the middle type of game. Slow, kind of methodical type. It's probably boring, okay, to say it lightly, I guess, or to actually give you guys my true opinion on it. It's probably going to be not the greatest ball game in the world, but 3.5 I think is a good spread. Basically because the Niners are on a roll. The Titans, if Derrick Henry is on the team, there's no doubt in my mind I would have to go with Tennessee in this certain situation. But that's not the case as of right now. So for my pick on this game, let's see here. Yep, okay. I have the San Francisco 49ers winning this game. With how hot they are, they're striking gold. They're running the ball well. Deebo Samuel's doing the running back position. He's also in the wide receiver position. Jimmy Garoppolo is playing some decent football. Nick Bosa continues to be an absolute freak. Nobody's really talked about him this year, including myself. I need to do a better job of that, obviously, because I do think he is a freak of nature out there. I think, who was it? Somebody went out and said, it was what's his fucking name? Right tackle. Something Trent Williams for the 49ers said, if you went into the lab and tried to create the best or the best in the defensive tackle or defensive end, and you made him and you created this guy, it would literally come out Nick fucking Bosa. I don't know if that's the case, but it's definitely right up there as well. Now, Logan also has the San Francisco 49ers in this game. Good for him because, you gotta stick with who has the hot hand as of recent, except for John. He had that 12-2 pick'em week. I was just like, wow, hey, hell yeah, buddy. But John decided to go the opposite way. He's going with the Tennessee Titans, and I don't blame him. Tennessee's that team where they could shock you without Derrick Henry. They're at a disadvantage without Derrick Henry in that backfield. They've tried different things to help his absence, like getting Adrian Peterson in the mix. McNichols is over there. He's still balling, doing his thing. And the other guys as well that they have over in Tennessee. This is going to be a good game, but ultimately I think me and Logan are going to be on the winning side of this. Just basically because of how dominant the 49ers have been week after week recently. They're sitting at 8-6, I believe, on the season. So they're looking to be, 9-6 on the year, and possibly move above. I think it's the Buffalo Bills that are in fifth place in the NFC playoff race. But if you're a Minnesota Vikings fan, like right here, we need the Tennessee fucking Titans to light those bitches up. They just fucking go out there, smack them in the mouth, cause them to lose a ball game, set them to 8-7, move the Vikings to hopefully get a win over the Rams this week. That's going to be a tough one. And we're at 8-7. We lost to the Niners earlier in the year, so we'd still be right behind them. But that puts us one step closer, okay, to potentially getting a better seed in the playoffs. And 7th seed, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. But not ideal, obviously, if you're a Minnesota Vikings fan, because then you got to go play the number 2 seed, which currently sits at the Dallas Cowboys. I think we can beat them. Okay, they're a very beatable team, especially with Ezekiel Elliott not doing anything on the field. He's not running the ball, he's not catching the ball, and the dude's just lost. All right, Dallas Cowboys can't figure out how to use him to the best of their ability, but I think they'll eventually figure it out. But tonight's game is going to be a fun one. Boring one at that as well, but I say fun because it's going to be that close-knit game, so if you're not really a football fan, you don't watch too much, you're going to turn it on, you're going to sit there for the first quarter, and all right, let's on the Christmas Channel, let's go watch fucking Jingle All the Way, or Elf, or, Home Alone, and stuff like that, because you're not going to want to sit here for an hour, or for like 2 hours at least, 2.5 hours, watching a football game where it's going to be run, ground and pound, some passing, not much, okay, and then you're ultimately going to end up watching the 49ers come away with a win because me and Logan guessed that, so I think that's going to be the right pick, in my opinion. I have a good feeling about that. So that's basically all I got for tonight's game. Let's kind of dive over into some fantasy football, which we would usually do tomorrow. But like I said, we're not going to be doing the show. It's Christmas Eve tomorrow. We could do the show, but I'm making the executive decision, especially being that this is my fucking show, to take a break, to take a day break, and then come back Monday firing on all fucking cylinders, talking about all the games that happened on Sunday and Saturday, because we do have 2 games this Saturday. So let's dive right into it, where we have the first matchup being You're in Trouble against Simp Dick 101, a.k.a. You're in Trouble, AB, Simp Dick Austin. Okay, so we're looking at their lineups right here. Don't know really what to tell you, other than Austin is projected to win. AB really hasn't been paying too much attention, especially at the beginning of the year, towards the end of the year so far. Up to this point, last couple weeks, he's actually been paying attention. I think he actually finally got signed into the fucking app, because some reason the app likes to fucking kick you out, and then you got to try to sign in, or you can't sign in, then you got to go on a laptop, and nobody wants to do all that mumbo jumbo and stuff like that. So, but for the most part, Saquon, I think that's a safe bet against Philly. Antonio Gibson, Keenan Allen, Adam Thielen, Rob Gronkowski, Michael Pittman Jr., Young Ho Koo, and the Saints defense for AB. Then we're looking at Austin's. We got Justin Herbert, Josh Jacobs, James Robinson. I think that's a good one. Josh Jacobs, probably not so much. Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson. So his wide receivers are fucking perfect. Tight end Dalton Schultz. Running back or flex DeAndre Swift. Hopefully he's healthy. Hopefully he's ready to, perform this week. I think he's kind of hit the peak of his year so far, but we'll see where it goes from there. And then Matt Prater is his kicker, and the Cowboys defense who plays against Washington. I think that's going to be a very, very fun game to witness. Ultimately, I do believe the Dallas Cowboys are going to walk away victorious like they did previously, I think 2 weeks ago or last week. So not week 15, week 14, I believe, Cowboys-Washington was the game, because Cowboys brought their fucking heated bench to Washington. And then Washington this past week, week 15, brought their heated bench to fucking Philly. So I think that's going to start to become the norm, honestly, where people bring their bench to other places, and then that whole other shit. This fucking shit is lagging, and it's pissing me off, but I hope you guys are able to see it, because I'm just getting frustrated over here. I don't know why, but I do know why, because I can see it plain as day, so hopefully it's better on your side, good on your side. I doubt it. But we'll continue to talk, all right? So after that game, we got one hell of a barn burner. The first seed versus the 3 seed. Now take in mind that 3 seed, Y4, who's the fantasy football team on your... See, if you're looking at, it'd probably be on your right side of your screen, the far right. That's John, the maroon or burgundy and gold color over there. And then you got the Team Cole. That's John Cole over there. He's currently sitting in the 1 seed of 11-4. Austin, I believe, did beat him last week, so he moved one step closer to getting that 1 seed. So if Austin wins this week, John loses this week. Austin's the number 1 seed. John's the number 2 seed. And then the 3 and 4 seed are the ones that are kind of... I mean, it's up for grabs, okay? So if John loses this week, he could be looking at a potential 5th seed out of the playoffs. Don't have a chance at getting some free merch, $60, $40, whatever the case may be. There's just no chance in that. But I think you do see here too. I mean, he doesn't have a fucking quarterback in his position, basically because, I mean, he can go out there, find a quarterback by Sunday. By Monday, I'd expect it to be changed. Obviously, I know he checks it, especially in this league, because, I mean, he has to talk about it basically every Friday with me and others. And then Austin Eckler, he's going to take his ass out because he has COVID like everybody else in the fucking NFL. Literally 46-plus players were added to the COVID-19 list today alone. So that just kind of gives you a little viewpoint of, like, what the fuck? Like, this is actually spreading like wildfire. Like, it is just going around the NFL. Everyone's going to get it. You're going to get it probably more than likely. Doesn't matter how safe you are. Doesn't matter if you're vaxxed or unvaxxed. You're going to get the fucking Omicron. It's just how it is. Everybody, I think, basically had COVID. And if you didn't have COVID, you're one lucky piece of shit. So congratulations on that front. But everybody's going to get it. It's just It's just a matter of time, basically. But this is going to be a good matchup. John is projected to lose, but I think if he puts a quarterback in, he puts a running back in, I think he is sitting pretty good at that point. So, and John Cole, I mean, Jonathan fucking Taylor's been been carrying this team along with Cooper Kupp. I guess Chris Godwin there on his team is on the IR. Kyle Pitts, he ended up drafting pretty early, and then Amari Cooper is there. Then we got Robbie Gould, and I think let's wait for it to kind of pop up there. And the Buccaneers defense, so that I don't know about that, but it is against Carolina, so Tampa Bay will be doing just fine. And then Green Bay, obviously. Okay, I think they are playing the Chicago Bears, maybe? Nope, Cleveland Browns. It's Cleveland Browns. I was wrong. All right, but that'll be a fun game. This is a good matchup. John definitely needs to win because if he loses, like I said, there's major implications of what's going to happen come playoff time because of this next matchup right here. Me against full fucking Chubb, the Fixers, full Chubb. So it's not scrolling. Must have forgot to change that fucking setting for some goddamn reason. So that's a bummer. That is a very big bummer. But maybe that's the reason why it's fucking lagging. You know, nothing's right. But it is what it is. I'm pumped. Okay, we're both 7. Oh shit. Okay, so John's 8-7. He's better than Logan and I. Me and Logan are currently 7-8 at this point, I think, in the season. Yeah, 7-8. So whoever wins this game is in the playoffs. Whoever loses this game is out of the playoffs. And that kind of, put some pressure on me because this is my fucking league. Okay, I need to fucking win it. All right, I ain't no GM, but I'm a fantasy GM, and the Fixers are going to make sure everyone in this goddamn league gets their fucking fix. All right, and Logan, it starts with you, Mr. Full Chubb. Don't know why it's not fucking scrolling. It's frustrating. Okay, it's a Thursday. It's a holiday time. We're getting in the holiday spirit. Mine's not. Okay, the mine's 100% focused. Just I don't know what the hell we did over here. Okay, I'm so sorry for that. But I had to go get Ronald Jones because of Leonard Fournette. He is out dealing with a hamstring injury out the rest of the season. That brings me to this. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers decided to go out and sign fucking Le'Veon Bell. I was so fucking pissed. The dude doesn't deserve a chance. He's tried. Okay, he's done. He's over and done with. Get his ass out of the NFL. He just bitches and moans 24-7. Bitched about Andy Reid because Andy Reid knew he didn't have to play his ass because Clyde Edwards-Helaire was doing pretty fucking good. Darrell Williams was doing pretty fucking good. Okay, Le'Veon Bell, you were just there just in case Clyde Edwards-Helaire was got injured or something like that. So listen, you piece of poop, get out of there. Okay, and then you come over to the Baltimore Ravens. You get a touchdown here and there, but your fucking number was number 17 at a running back position. That blew my mind. But now you're in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because guess what? You're chasing a ring. You thought about retiring. You're like, yeah, I was debating on retiring, going to boxing. Go box, Jake Paul. I bet you get fucking knocked out in the second round. Okay, I don't care how athletic you are, how many years you've been training. Somebody needs to shut your mouth up, and I think somebody can do that. And that man is Jake Paul. Okay, just not happy about the whole Le'Veon Bell situation because his time was there, and now it's out the door. It took a walk, it took a hike, and it's never coming back. You'll never fucking see him again. He just needs to get out. Okay, that's just my opinion. Again, you can't see past my fucking flex players over there, or past my wide receivers. So we got Matthew Stafford. So after you see Jalen Waddell there, I have George Kittle on my tight end. Full Chubb is Dallas Goedert at my flex, and at his flex, I have Mike Williams. He has David Montgomery. And then kicker at Greg Joseph and the Buffalo Bills defense, where Full Chubb, or Logan Dynamite Baumgart, if you will, has Ryan Suckup as his kicker and the Cleveland Browns defense. So this is going to be a very big matchup. This matchup literally means that you're in the playoffs or you're not. Okay, so Logan, good fucking luck, but I just have to tell you, I'm going to win. Okay? I'm going to come in there, and I'm going to tear it apart. Okay? I'm going to win this goddamn game. I'm getting into the playoffs as the 4 seed, maybe the 3 seed, because I think I beat John early unless he ends up winning. But I'll be in the playoffs. Okay? We'll see you then. You'll be in the goddamn consolation championship, and I'm going to light up the Christmas tree on in the playoffs. Okay? We're going to go out there. We're going to get a dub, and we're going to get your fix, basically, okay, out there. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good matchup. It's very crucial to see who makes it and who doesn't. But those are our fantasy football lineups. And because this shit's fucking lagging, we're going to dive straight into our Week 16 game picks. We already made the picks for tonight's game. Me and Logan have the San Francisco 49ers, and John has the Tennessee Titans. So let's get it started. Right off the bat here on Christmas Day, we have 2 matchups. The first one being at 3:30. The second one, the bottom one there, at 7:15 p.m. Central Time. Okay, so if it's Eastern Standard Time, add a fucking hour, and if it's Pacific, I think you take away 2 hours. I don't know. Okay, I just know Central Time. All right, that's where I'm from. But you see right there, Logan has, like always, can't go away from your team, the Cleveland Browns, so I completely understand that pick. But the real picks here are the Green Bay picks, okay? Me and John picked Green Bay. There's just no fucking way that Cleveland beats the Packers. I just don't believe it. I don't want to, J.C. Treader fucking tested positive. He is the president of the NFLPA. They're probably still going to be missing a couple guys. Who knows how that's all going to roll out. But Green Bay, with a healthy Aaron Rodgers, with a healthy Devontae Adams, with a strong-ass defense. And by the way, congratulations, Rasul Douglas, on getting your Pro Bowl selections. 3 interceptions, 2 touchdowns on the year. Come off from basically nowhere, and then you get a chance, and you're an absolute monster, electrifying to watch, just an overall ball player there. So then you look at the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Logan has the Cardinals. That's an okay pick because, why not? They're a good team. But me and John are taking the team that's hot, okay? The Indianapolis Colts are getting hot, and like I said, their true identity is Jonathan Taylor. And if you get him going early and often, and he gets over 100 yards, you're going to win 100% of the time, because there's only been 6 games this year that he hasn't rushed over 100 yards, and they've lost every single one. Okay, so we got the Indianapolis Colts there. So for our Sunday noon games, we have the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Minnesota Vikings. I did what Logan did for the Cleveland Browns. I chose the Minnesota Vikings, just trying to keep my hope up a little bit, seeing if we're actually going to get a dub. Okay, that's my true pick. I think the Minnesota Vikings can actually win this ball game, unless Cooper Kupp does his thing and just goes balls to the walls and just wins. Just does what he does best. He needs 170 yards in both games this week and Week 17 there's 3 weeks. He has 3 weeks to beat 340. That's awesome. That was my fuck up yesterday. So Logan and John have the Rams. There's not really much conversation to be had there, because I think the Rams probably pull away with this one. They're a good team. They're getting hot. They want to take that number 1 seed, especially if the Cardinals end up losing to the Colts. So, it's all up for grabs. So those are those picks right there. The Lions and Falcons. John and Logan have the Falcons. I don't know why. I picked the Lions because they've been fighting lately. They just beat the dog shit out of the Arizona Cardinals. They beat the Minnesota Vikings. This team's rolling, and they're getting on a hot streak. Give me the Lions. Next one, we have the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We all agree the Baltimore Ravens are going to win this one. I do think it's going to be a lot closer game than we all assume. We're probably all going to be wrong. But I would definitely keep an eye on this one, because it's going to be a fun matchup. We all have the Baltimore Ravens. And I don't think Lamar Jackson has actually returned to practice. So that's a little worrisome, but Huntley is actually a baller for Baltimore. So those are our picks right there. Then we got one hell of a game for the AFC East title. The Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots. We all have the Patriots. Look, they got the dog shit beat on by the Indianapolis Colts. They're going to come out here for revenge after having only 3 passing attempts last time they played. The Bills are going to go out there with a huge passing attack and even it out with the run. They're going to get the win. Give me the Patriots. The next game, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the New York Jets. We all agree the Jets are going to win. Jags are trash. Jets are better. Okay? Next one, Giants, Eagles. We all picked the Eagles because guess what? The Giants suck. Okay? Plain and simple. We all got the Eagles. Next game there, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers, who are dealing with a bit of a quarterback problem, to say the least. But we all got Tampa. I think after that 9-0 loss, that first shutout of Tom Brady's career, he's not going to let that happen again. He's going to have one hell of a game, and they're going to get the dub. So give us all the Buccaneers. The final game for noon, or at noon, is the Chargers taking on the Houston Texans. Texans, they stink, okay? Not much more to say. That's why we all hammered the fucking Los Angeles Chargers. So now we got the Sunday afternoon games. The first one, the Chicago Bears and Seattle Seahawks being played at 3:05. The next two at 3:25. But Bears at Seattle. Logan is hammering the Bears. Me and John are hammering the Seahawks. Kind of thinking about this. I wish I would have picked the Bears, but I'm still sticking with the fucking Seahawks, okay? They have their first losing season under Russell Westbrook as their starting quarterback for, I think, the last 10 years or something like that. So I think Seattle's going to be pissed. They're going to want to get a dub, and who better to get that dub against than the Chicago Bears. So me and John got the Seahawks. Logan's got the Bears. Next game there, the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Kansas City Chiefs. Steelers, I mean, what are you going to do? Okay, they're not that great. They can definitely catch fire, and when they do, they're hard to stop, obviously. But we all hammered the Kansas City Chiefs, who are getting hot at a real nice time. They're number one seed in the AFC currently, and I don't think that's going to change this week at all. So we all hammered the Kansas City Chiefs. The final game at 3:25 is the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders are, a team that has completely fallen apart, but I think they're starting to figure out how to play football together and block out all the outside noise. And look, Denver is just dealing with a quarterback issue right now. Teddy Bridgewater went to concussion protocol. Drew Lock, I think, is getting the start. So we all hammered the Las Vegas Raiders. So now we got the Sunday night football matchup being played at 7:20 p.m. Central Time. Washington, Dallas. We all picked fucking Dallas to win, and I think it's going to happen because Washington's pretty decent for the most part. I just think Dallas is the better overall team, just like probably John and Logan thought that as well, especially being in Jerry World down there at AT&T Park or Stadium or whatever the hell it is. We all hammered the Dallas Cowboys. And for our final matchup of Week 16, we got the Monday Night Football game being taking place at 7 p.m. or 7:15 p.m. Central Time. The Miami Dolphins taking on and going to the New Orleans Saints. John hammered the Saints, and I can understand that. They're getting hot. No, excuse me. I have to change that. That is completely wrong. Ignore that. He told me to change it because Mr. Ian Book, former Notre Dame quarterback, is getting the start this weekend. Trevor Siemian, COVID. Taysom Hill, COVID. Both of them out. Ian Book gets the start. So John, me, Logan, all hammered the Dolphins. I completely fucked up here. That is on me. Sorry, folks. But yeah, we hammered the Dolphins. The Dolphins are on a 6-game win streak right now. They're sitting at 7-7 on the season. They're looking to go to 8-7. And I think that's a very real possibility there to be had. So we all hammered the Dolphins. Ignore that graphic because it is completely wrong. Okay? It is completely wrong. So those are our Week 16 game picks. Thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful and festive Thursday, Christmas Eve, if you will, okay? But that is all we have for you guys today on the show. We'll be back here on Monday after the long, enjoyable weekend that we have to bring you more content around the NFL, talking about all Sundays, slate of games and stuff like that, so that'll be fun. But go have yourself one hell of a weekend. Have a very Merry Christmas. Be safe. Do your traveling. If you're drinking, don't drive. Stay home. Get a fucking Uber. Do what you have to do. Just don't be that guy. Okay? Don't be that guy that goes home and I'm fine. Okay? I just only had a whole case. I'll be good. I've done this before. We can do it. Okay? Don't be that guy. Be safe. Make it home to your loved ones. If you be like social distance, if you will, you're still going to get the Omicron, whether you like it or not. And don't let anybody tell you what to do. Okay, this is your life. Live it how you want. Let's hit this end of the year on a high note, if you will. Okay, we're all here just doing our thing, living the best lives we possibly can. And there might be some shitty days every now and then, but there are also those great ones, especially when you find something you really love to do, like I have. So go enjoy this weekend. Have a very Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you guys back here on Monday at 6 p.m., like always, Facebook and YouTube. Have a great one, and you just got your fix with the Wicks. Appreciate it, fellas and ladies.